Hey, how about it, race fans? Richard Allen of motorsportsreport.net coming at you with one of my inconsistently timed Rich's ramblings. And today I'm going to talk about Bobby Pierce and what the great season that he's putting together so far here in 2024. I spent the weekend up at Bristol Motor Speedway traveling back and forth to the NASCAR races that were up there. Got to do some cool stuff in the media center with that, so I hope you're checking motorsportsreport.net for some of the content and the interviews put out from up there. But in the meantime, it's about an hour and a half trip from where I live up to Bristol, so had a lot of time in the car driving back and forth. And one of the things, I do a lot of thinking when I'm driving in the car, which is probably a dangerous thing. But on the way back on Saturday night, after Bobby Pierce had just won the Knoxville Nationals, I got thinking about is what he's doing right now, is he putting together the greatest dirt late model season ever? After all, this is the second year in a row that he's won more than 30 features. Of course, he and Ricky Thornton Jr. both had incredible years back in 2023, and Thornton, certainly not taking a back seat to anybody this year. He's having another great season. He's one of the four contenders for the Lucas Oil Late Model Championship. But Pierce is just on an unbelievable tear so far. So look at what he's done. Not only has he won 30 features, but since July, this is just since July, he's won the Prairie Dirt Classic, Crown Jewel. He's won the USA Nationals, Crown Jewel. He's won the North-South 100, Crown Jewel. The World 100, Crown Jewel. And the Knoxville Nationals, Crown Jewel. Each one of those races pays at least $50,000 to win. The North-South pays $75,000 to win. The World 100 paid a little over $50,000, so I believe it paid $57,000 this year. It escalates $1,000 every year, I believe. But what an amazing season. That's just since July. If you offered many dirt late model racers, you could win all of those races over the course of your career, not just in a 3 or 4 month time span. I think a lot of people would take that, and it would be a great career. It's a Hall of Fame career to win all those races, and even if it's just one time. And Pierce has done it all since July. It's really just been an incredible run that he's been on. The only drawback to his season this year at all could be the fact that he might not win the World of Outlaws Case Construction Late Model Series Championship because of that tire penalty that he got right after the Georgia-Florida Speed Weeks back there. Is handed down in March and deducted some points from him. So right now he's 54 points behind leader Brandon Sheppard with just a few races to go. He and Nick Hoffman are tied for second place right now. So it remains to be seen whether or not he can claw his way back to the top and win a second consecutive World of Outlaws championship. But that would be the only drawback to an amazing season if he's not able to do that. And I got to thinking, what are the best dirt late model seasons that have ever been put together? And one that comes to everybody's mind immediately that really started people talking about great seasons was 2015 when Jonathan Davenport swept Eldora in 2015. He won the Dirt Late Model Dream, of course, famously, when Scott Bloomquist got the thumbs down signal on the scales, and Davenport had come in second. So Davenport was elevated to win there, and then he went on to win the World 100 later that year. He also won the USA Nationals, the North-South 100, Show Me 100, and the Prairie Dirt Classic, all in the same season. That's an incredible season. Brandon Sheppard had a great year in 2019. He won 3 races. It paid $100,000 to win. He won the Dirt Late Model Dream, the Dirt Track World Championship, and he won that race that Cody Summer promoted back then that they called the Dirt Million. It paid a little over $100,000 to win that year as well. So that's an amazing season to have 3 wins that added up to that much. But in my opinion, to date, and this may change because there's still a few more big paydays still yet to go that Pierce could potentially win. But to me, the greatest season it's been had so far by dirt late model racers, Jonathan Davenport back in 2022. That's the year he won the Eldora Million. There's only been 2 times in the history of dirt late model racing that $1 million has been on the line, and he won one of them. So that has to certainly count. Also, that year he won the World 100 that year. He won the North-South 100, the USA Nationals. He won at Knoxville, which, as we heard over the weekend, not necessarily his favorite place to be, but still, I'm sure he didn't throw the check away when they handed it to him. And then also he won the Topless 100 back in 2022 as well. So there's still maybe just a little bit. There's no way Pierce can win $1 million this year. That's just simply not up in the cards. That's not up for grabs. But should Pierce, and I know he's got a few more World of Outlaw races still yet to go, but so I don't know quite how the schedule conflicts with the Lucas Oil Series. You know, Lucas has several races coming up here back to back to back that pay $50,000 to win or more, and of course there's a Dirt Track World Championship at Eldora, pays $100,000 to win, and naturally, you know, Pierce, if he's in that race, and I don't know why he wouldn't be, going to be counted among the favorites because he won the last big race at Eldora. So you'd have to think that you know, that could be a prize he could win. There's the World Finals coming up, where the prestigious. They may not pay quite as much as some of the others, but still pretty prestigious as well. Maybe it remains to be seen, but right now, it would be hard to deny that Bobby Pierce is in the midst of, if not the greatest season ever had by a dirt late model racer, certainly the greatest 2-year run ever, because, you know, in 2 years he's won almost 70 features and all those big wins that I just mentioned there earlier as well. So and it's amazing. It's something really to behold. I know Bobby Pierce tends to be a lightning rod among fans. You know, some people like him, some people don't. But whether you like him or not, you can't deny what he's doing right now. It's just amazing. And think about it, and I talked about this with him after he won the North-South 100. Something's going on somewhere, whether it's his driving talent, something that they've figured out in setups or whatever, because so many dirt late model racers are driving essentially the same car. They're all driving a Longhorn or maybe a Rocket, with the same about maybe 3-4 engine suppliers that supply all of dirt late model racing. So all the top contenders are in the same car. And the races that he's winning this year, he's not winning split field races. I mean, the World 100 is not a split field race. The Prairie Dirt Classic's not a split field race. It's those are as big as it gets. And the Knoxville Nationals may not draw the car count that some of the others do, but still nonetheless, I mean, USA Nationals draws a big car count. And of course, the North-South 100 is right up there among the most prestigious races there is. So there, you know, everybody who is anybody pretty much is there, and he's winning these races against the best of the best. He's not, you know, like I said, he's not winning, you know, a 14-car feature or something. He's winning, you know, monster shows against monster fields. So. Like I said, you know, a lot of people like him, some people don't. He tends to be a little bit of a lightning rod, but you got to hand it to him as far as what he's doing. I mean, he's accomplishing amazing things. But anyway, we'll see how it all turns out as the year goes on, and maybe he'll add even another big win or two. We'll see if he gets that World of Outlaws championship or not, because Brandon Sheppard, you know, he's a 4-time champion. He knows how to win championships. So we'll see if Pierce or Hoffman, for that matter, can catch up here at the end. But until later, and hopefully I'll do one of these sooner rather than later. But this is Richard Allen of motorsportsreport.net, and thanking you for not only watching this video, but for checking out our website as well. My sons and I are working very hard on that, and we appreciate all the views, and we appreciate the likes and the retweets and all that we get as well. So thank you very much. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you at the track.